Welcome to another episode of Blue Bag of Borelli, my place to talk about my beloved Carlton and other AFL matters. Just a few quick thoughts. I've just finished watching the game. Now, we've won the game, we've banked 4 valuable points away. Every time we win a game, it's valuable and I should be happy. And they got the job done. It's the same thing every week. It's the same pattern every week. We play well in the first halves and in the second halves, we don't play so well. And it was a carbon copy of the game last week, pretty much. 7 goals to 1 in the first quarter last week against the drug cheats. Same thing tonight. Our transition play was awesome. The handball received game, coast to coast. And we hit the scoreboard. We lowered our eyes and we had scores from 4 or 5 players. Now, Fogarty kicked 3 goals. Zach Williams got involved. McGovern was great up forward. My boy Triple C kicked 1 goal, which was his 308th career goal, which saw him surpass Johnny Nichols.
Up the line they go, McGovern, they break through again, handball received to Mark inside 50, Curnow can go over the top, wanted to give it to De Koning, snapped himself in the end.
Apart from that though, my boy Charlie apparently says he's got calf tightness, was subbed off at half time, Durden came on. He reckons he's going to be all right for next week. I have my doubts. I don't personally believe Charlie really knows himself whether he's going to play or not next week. I'm concerned about our injuries. Skull O'Keefe got injured as well, got a hammy, he's off. We don't know what's happening with Big H. They're seeing the specialist this week. Now, why do you have to wait until this week to find out from a specialist if he needs to have surgery? This is the 2nd week in a row he's missed with general soreness. Plus we had the bye. So for the last 3 weeks, they haven't worked out whether he needed something done. So I don't know, I'm concerned. Blake Acres, you miss a shot from the goal square in the 3rd quarter. Now, you might think I'm a bit harsh. It's only 1 extra goal, but 1 extra goal here, 1 extra goal there, 1 less goal here. And really, we should have scored over 100 points. But I messaged a few people during the game, and I'm going to shout them out. Tony Blafari, Stanzio, you were right. You said a 34-point win, you said. At the start of the game, you said you'd be happy if we won by 30 points. You were pretty much spot on. We won by 34. The wifey also sent some messages and said that she wasn't happy with a few things during the game, and that's fair enough. Now, I'm not happy because I look at game trends as well. The second half, it's the same pattern every week. We're going around like this. Same pattern every week. Cripps was quiet. Now we're playing the bottom side. Usually they're our bunny. Usually we really take them to the sword. Perspective. It's our 6th win of the year. We're in 10th spot. We jump above Essendon. Our percentage is okay, but at 6 and 7, we've got a lot of ground to make up in the last 10 games. I personally believe our work will be cut out. And depending on the side that we select for next week against the Kangas, I'm not even sure if we're going to get the job done next week. But I suppose we will enjoy tonight's win. It's 4 points. It's solid. You bank that. But look, we created a lot of opportunities. We were a bit inaccurate. Conditions were greasy, were tough. But has Harry Mackay played his last game for Carlton? I mean, if he has to have surgery, and we don't know the extent of the injury, but let's say he has surgery and he's out for 4, 5, 6 weeks. Who knows? Is that his last game at the Blues? Will they trade him at season's end? There has to be some change to this playing list if we are to progress next year. Now, Walsh didn't play. That shocked everyone, including myself, when I read the news that he had a spot under his foot after training only a couple of days ago. Sadly, he can't take a trick, the poor bugger, and he's out for the next 5 or 6 weeks. Now, we've got the job done today, but going forward, it's a big concern for me. Hewitt was good. Now, when we get the handball game going, inside, we share it around, we flick it around. Yeah, we can create some havoc, some scoring options, but West Coast have got some good young players that they can build their future around if they can keep them. Harley Reid, Gingby, and of course Elijah Hewitt, 3 good little young players that they can build their list. Has their captain played their last game? He looks like he may have suffered a serious knee injury. Now, Dan Garinge nearly jinked us. He dodges the bullet. He won't get egged. He won't get eggs all over him because that's what he promised would happen if we lost the game. McGovern was great. Now, McGovern, we're going to need you to play forward for probably the rest of the year. And you looked really good. You scored 3 goals.
Forward again, Doherty, the run from Chincotta, open forward line, the precision kick, and McGovern. Up from his early days, mainly a defender at the Blues, and he steers that one through. They've got the first 3, Carlton in the West.
You gave off a couple, you got a lot of energy, you're pretty mobile. Ollie Hollands tries hard. Motlop, once again, Motlop disappointed. David Petch gave him the nickname Motlop's Comet, and Motlop's Comet was there again tonight. We hardly saw him. Durden came on as a sub, scored a goal, probably should have scored a second goal. And, Tom DeConey was pretty good. Doherty, now, I agree with Michelle. I don't think Doherty will survive next year. And Blake Acres, you need to pull your socks up. You're in the gun, mate. You may have got the ball a fair bit tonight, but I don't look at how many balls you get. I want to look at what you actually do with them, the impact. You've had a stinker all year. Anyway, these are my quick thoughts on the match. I am upset. I'm hurting because we lacked the killer blow. We couldn't even get to 100 points tonight against the bottom side. Now, if we play like we do in the first quarter, which we did even last week, yeah, we've got a chance to impact the year. But when you get outscored in the second half against the bottom side, it might not be by a lot, well, then that's where it's at. That's what I look at, the entirety of the game. Well, that's all I'm going to say. I hope Charlie plays next week. When he got subbed off, he's never had a soft tissue injury. Thank God it's not the knee or the ankle. We don't know. Now, he said he's got calf tightness. He said post-match on TV that he's going to be all right for next week. I don't really think he really knows. I just think he said that. Anyway, I love you, Charlie. I hope you're going to be all right. We need you next week. Our only chance is all hands on deck. Zach Williams, again, was good forward. Zach Williams is fine. We just got to keep him on the pitch. He's a beautiful kick. He does score goals. He sets up goals. He's creative. So Jackson Binns didn't really do the job for Walsh. Hewitt was good inside. And our defence, was pretty good. We conceded a small score again for the year, so that's great. But we need to improve the offence if we are going to go anywhere this year. Well, that's it for tonight. Please leave your comments down below. Tell me what you thought of the game. Do you think Carlton has any chance of going on a bit of a run and playing finals this year? Leave your comments down below. Like, share and subscribe. And tell me who you thought were our best players tonight in the comments down below. Win, lose or draw, I'd love my club.